football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Texans and the Steelers. All that and more coming up next.
The winner moves on to the AFC Championship game. This should be some battle. Off we go here in the divisional round. Whoa! And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback, the second-round pick out of Kentucky, Will Levis.
Winning in the wild card round, certainly an accomplishment that this team should be proud of. But, Mike, if he wants to take his team to the championship round next week, he's going to have to lead by example and play a mistake-free game against a team known for capitalizing on their opponent's mistakes. Yes, you have to be aggressive. You have to be willing to take some risks. But those risks have to be calculated, because if you get reckless against this group, you're going to be flying home. You're going to be getting ready for the offseason.
Completing this one to downs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Levis. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Levis. He's got his man. That's Downs. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. They go right back to Downs. He's got it again. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Pass right side to Downs. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down. Off the play fake, it's Levis. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Levis. And he'll take it on in. Jalen McMillan. Touchdown, Texans. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
His kick is good. Next to score, Texans 7, Steelers 0.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
Mike, I was watching the news this morning, and people were tailgating before the sun even came up. I mean, these fans have been waiting for this one since the moment they clinched home field advantage. That excitement, it's translated into a ridiculous hostile environment. I mean, it's clear the support of this entire city right now falls behind this team, and with that comes a lot of pressure. If he's going to lead his team to the championship game, he has to stay level-headed through this chaos, because if he's able to do that here, I really like their chances of playing next Sunday.
Offside, defense.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
In motion now, it's Collins. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
That's good for us Steelers. First down. First and 10.
Once again, it's Gibbs. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A run here with Gibbs. And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
That one knocked away and incomplete. Robe Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. And he will score. Adam Thielen. Touchdown Steelers.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, Malik Washington. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Texans offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. On play action, here's Levis. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
First down, Texans.
Here's Levis to throw. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. First carry for David Montgomery. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. From the gun on third down, here's Levis. That is into the hands of McMillan. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. A carry here for Montgomery. He'll push forward for about a yard. Javon Bullard there on the tackle. A second down throw here for Levis. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 1 quarter in the books in this AFC Divisional playoff. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. Here's a third down and 4. Now, Levis. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This will be from 47 yards. Little's kick is good. And the Texans will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Steelers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll send their tight end left. Mahomes now on 2nd down. To the left side into the hands of Collins. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Throw right side, caught by Odunze.
It's a gain of 18. And the Steelers' 1st down.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. The tight end motioning left here. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. And that ball incomplete over the middle. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
On the coverage.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
2nd down and 8. One more time for Montgomery. And he's trying to turn the corner, but will not do it. Brought down behind the line. To throw is Levis. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Michael McFadden. And the defense finds the end zone. Great work inside by the linebacker, who takes it back the other way for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he just never saw the linebacker in the middle of the field, Mike, and the quarterback was locked in on his receiver, and once that ball came out of his hand, I think he wanted it back.
Prater's extra point is good. And the Steelers are on top. It's 14-10. Washington now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Amari. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. On the ground, Montgomery. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. He'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Here's Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Jaden Hicks on the tackle. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they convert on 3rd and 3. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Throwing is Levis. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Levis. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Now the rookie out of Tennessee, it's Jalen Wright. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. Here's a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Levis. That's caught left side by Cooper. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are back within a point. It's 14-13.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The Steelers offense about ready to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on the... That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Levis to throw. He keeps it himself. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Levis. That is caught, and he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back.
Holding offense.
So holding is the call, and take that touchdown off the board. Here's Levis. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. That is caught by McMillan. And it'll be a gain here down to the 12-yard line. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Texans get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. First down throw, Mahomes. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. On second down, Mahomes. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. One of these two teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get it back to you two in just a moment.
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 2, and we'll start this drive with 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. That's caught by Gibbs. Here's 1st and 10. That's Washington, the man in motion.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He's got that complete to Knox. Still going. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Here's Gibbs. Only a yard there. A tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal. Mahomes now on 2nd down. To the end zone. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jermaine Pratt.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Now Montgomery. And he's going to be very close to a first down. It's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Levis. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Houston.
Here's Levis to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Steelers offense. And Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. The ball's out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers, we have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up fourth down. These are drive killers.
So on fourth down, time to kick it away. Jake Camarda to do the honors. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Texans offense ready to take over possession of the football. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Levis. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They go play action with Levis. Now he'll run it, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Levis to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down. The Texans getting all set to punt. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. They send a receiver in motion left. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And that is going nowhere fast. Disastrous play. A big loss. 3rd and long for Mahomes. That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. Working his way for a short pickup to the 48. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. That's quickly out wide to Thielen. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Second and a yard. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close. First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And they get this only to about the 10. Hook him up on a second down and 8. Once again, it's Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Big play coming up. This is third down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Texans offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. Downs goes in motion. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. Third and 9. From the gun, it's Levis. Looking middle here, and he's got McMillan. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. They run out of the gun with Montgomery. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Levis to throw. And that is incomplete. The Texans set to punt this one away. They forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
He'll get this out wide. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Gibbs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
A run here with Gibbs. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing now, Mahomes. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, this is Gibbs. He fumbled the football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. No challenge flags in the last. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's Gibbs. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Texans offense getting set to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Levis. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Towels waving, Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down. He gets that to his big target, Fant. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock. Out of the shotgun, Levis. He'll find McMillan here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Levis to throw on 1st and 10. Looking middle, and he's got downs. It is 2nd and a yard. Now Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. To throw is Levis. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. That is into the hands of McMillan. And he's going to have a Texans 1st down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. That is caught. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. Now, Levis. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. 2nd and goal. Here's Levis. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this has been a team that all year just has this ability to never give up and finish games at the end. When chips are down, they're at their best, and that's the key to NFL football. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to be good when it matters.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Mahomes now on 2nd down. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. One last shot now for Mahomes. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They are able to do something that not easy to do. Get a win away from home in the playoffs. For their troubles, got a date next Sunday in the conference championship game. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.